I'll start with what extended reality is. So basically, extended reality encompasses of augmented reality, virtual reality, and mixed reality. So it's an umbrella term for all these three technologies. So in augmented reality, what happens is we all may have seen Pokemon Go game, right? So before 4 5 years, we were playing Pokemon Go. So there, what happens is we open the camera, a Pokemon pops up in the real world, and we try to capture it, right? So that was an example of augmented reality. So in real world use case, if we see, let's say we have underground pipelines. If some leakage happens, so first the leakage has to happen. After a day or so, we go and do the repairing, right? Or else, if we want to do the maintenance work, we don't know exactly where the pipeline is lying, right? So what we can do is, to the pipeline, we can integrate IoT devices and get the readings in our application itself. Okay, so by doing this, by integrating AR into this, what we can do is the field engineer can go to the place and take his phone and see where the exact pipeline is lying, and the health of the pipeline, the flow rate, everything he can check. So if you want to do some maintenance work, he can just by seeing it, he knows where he has to dig and exactly how much he has to dig. Okay, so this is one use case. Apart from this, if we come to virtual reality, what happens is we wear a head mounted device, and after wearing the head mounted device, we are cut off from the real world and we go to a virtual space. In the virtual space, um there we can develop a different scenario for each training purposes. Let's say there are medical students. So what happens with medical students is, uh, whenever operation is happening, they just go to the operation theater and see the seniors doing the operations. They take the observation, they make notes, and after 6 months or so, they have to write the exams, appear for the exams, right? So what we can do is we can simulate what happens in the operation theater in the real world. Okay, so by in the virtual world. So by doing this, what happens is the student can wear the head-mounted device and go to the operation theater and perform the operation by himself. Instead of just taking the observation, he can perform the operation, and he can get the how he is performing. He can get the report on that basis, like how much time he is spending, how he can improve. He can get a report generated on that too. So this is a use case for medical. Similarly, like for surveyors, what happens is, if I have to take a survey, I have to take a team of 10 people, take my theodolite DGPS, and go to the field and do the survey whole day standing in the sun, right? So instead of that, what we can do is, so instead of actually going to the field, what we can do is we can send a drone pilot, and ask him to capture the image, and we can generate a 3D mesh out of it and take it to the virtual environment. There we can build some surveying tools and take the survey from our office itself, right? So we have built few prototypes for it and have filed a patent on it, that too. Okay, um, this is one more use case. And apart from that, we can use mixed reality for learning music or playing sports. And if you see sports like table tennis or tennis or boxing as well, there are lots of application where you can just wear the headsets and actually go to the court and play these games. The only thing is you should be having sufficient space in the real world. Thank you, Wavelabs, and thank you, Ministry of Information and Broadcasting. Thank you so much.